kan, you become better than me. Okay, you know how to explain. You know with the knowledge that you have learned, you use it and then you become a better person than me. Itu kerja Allah Ta'ala. Alright, that's sebagainya. Okay, the words, the term technology kan. So now we move to what is the educational technology. So kita dah add on dah the second words in front of the words technology, which is education. Okay, so maksudnya dia dah jadi spesifik. Tadi tu only technology, broad item in general lah. Nampak macam general, teknologi apa? Navy teknologi, apa? Satellite teknologi, banyak teknologi. Tapi ini kita fokus kepada educational technology. Alright, so based on Tan Long, okay? Educational technology is the use. Dia kata is the use of use another word for use is application. It's the use of knowledge. We use this knowledge. Humans use knowledge. Okay, humans, they have skills. They use the skills. Okay, for example, I know how to cook, how to process coffee beans become coffee. For example, okay, that is my skills. Okay, I can turn raw materials become end product. For example, itu skill saya. Alright, and finding of scientific way. So you use science to help you to find, okay, a way for you to out from the problem. Okay, especially in educational field, dalam bidang pendidikan. Okay, for examples, okay, how you can use your knowledge that you have to help other people to become educated person. Contohnya saya ada expert in this field. So macam mana saya nak create, macam mana saya nak produce human capitals yang ada expertise sama macam saya. For example kan, macam mana saya nak how I want to to have a group of students who have the same expertise like me. I want to share my expertise to conclude lah. Untuk kita buat conclusion. Okay, kita dah explain previously in the previous slides. So to conclude that instructional technology could be best defined as a complex integrated. They're complex because there are many factors that we have to consider. Okay, that could influence the teaching and learning effectiveness. Okay, so for example, we have to study first how humans processing information. People here is referred to students and teachers. Okay, sometimes student tak ada masalah, teacher pula ada masalah. Okay, sometimes the problem come from teachers, not from the students. But sometimes, but most of the time, sorry, not to discriminate you as students, but most of the time the problem is from the students, not from the teacher. Okay, alright. So that we have to understand first. With this technology, we have to understand how teachers teach and how students. Okay, next, instructional technology can be used to first analyze the problem. Okay, so this is the function of instructional technology. Instructional technology, specifically, okay, can be used to analyze the problem. Okay, for example, you want to study why the reason why most of your students they are really weak. They don't have lack of interest in certain subject. So you analyze the problem. What is actually happened to the students? So with technology, you can use technology to test. Okay, to test or to study more about the learning problems of the students. Kenapa student ni bermasalah? Contohnya, I need to find out how I'm going to get to know about this student's problem. Contohnya students with autism ataupun dyslexia kan. So macam mana teachers ni dia akan buat satu bentuk test. Okay, bentuk test, lepas tu dia akan guna test itu untuk to differentiate. Okay, which one students yang ada masalah dyslexia, which one student ada masalah autism. Contohnya lah, apa differences between these two? Okay, dyslexia and autism. Apa dia? So we use technology. Kita gunakan teknologi ini untuk kita identify, kita diagnosis. Okay, the learning problem of these two students who are having problems with autism and dyslexia. Right, let's forget. Next is devising. Devising means assisting lah. Okay, so to make the work more simpler and more easier. Okay, contohnya kalau saya mengajar, of course I try to find a way on how to make it easier for me as a teacher. Okay, to teach my students. Okay, so instructional technology ni dia devising, dia macam assisting. Okay, dia akan minimizing the time taken for me to complete the whole chapter. Contoh lah, okay, dan sebagainya. Ataupun what we call as facilitating, memudah cara. Alright. Next is implementing. Yes, of course. Instructional technology perlulah digunakan. If you don't use the instructional technology, how you can know the impact, the benefit of this instructional technology? So you need to give a try first, that you know, okay, whether the technology give benefit or not give benefit to other students. Alright, implementing, melaksanakan, menggunakan. Evaluating, yes, okay, after you dah give chances for your students to use this instructional technology, then you ask them, okay, does this technology help them, or is there any responses or any suggestions for improvement? So evaluations. Alright. Next is managing solution. Contohnya instructional technology ni dia akan solve the learning problems. Solving learning problems lah. For example, like students yang very weak in maths, boleh dengan adanya teknologi dia akan membantu pelajar tu menjadi keep improving, okay, his scores, okay, in maths dan sebagainya. Dan juga for example like slow learner, orang yang lemah dalam pembelajaran. So with technology, how I as a teacher, how I can use the technology untuk membantu slow learners, okay, to catch up, to capture, okay, all the to not left behind in terms of learning lessons dan sebagainya. Alright, and to those and to any problems involved in all aspects of human learning. Alright. Okay, what is instructional technology? Instructional technology have 5 basic concept lah. Dia ada konsep dia. Okay, dia meliputi lah, the comprises of 5 basic concept. Right? So instructional technology ni itu adalah dia punya what we call that dia punya ingredients dia punya elements dia. Okay, so first adalah teaching and learning program. Okay, for example, in UiTM Sarawak, we have different programs, academic programs kan. Okay, program sini boleh juga dalam bentuk subjek. Okay, maths, ada maths subjek, English subjek, bahasa Melayu subjek. Okay, so kita perlu ada content. Apa yang kita nak mengajar? Okay, what content that we want to give to the students? From refer to which packages, kan? So, konten ini kita akan jadikan dia macam contohnya lah, okay, kita akan divided into few chapters. Okay, so from the chapters, then kita akan come dengan learning objective, which cover the 10 chapters. Okay, so lepas tu kita namakan dia. Chapter tadi tu, susunan dia tu, kita nama in red color tu saya akan explain in the next slides. Alright. Okay. Below are the essential skills. Yeah, below are the important lah. Okay, if anybody here who wants to be a teacher, so anybody here who wants to be a teacher or dreams to be a teacher? Anybody? Ada kat sini yang dreams ataupun you were really patient in teaching? Ada tak? Anybody here?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Oh, okay. Kenapa ya? I want to know the reason why. May I? Because
I have interest in another coursework.
oh, you know
Macam tu
what?
lah.
Lecturer ni bayar besar tau gaji dia 18,000, okay? Ada 10,000, 80,000. Macam mine's 7,000, 7K my salary saya senior lecturer lah, okay? So sometimes tak tahu nak belanja kat mana. Nampak riak saya bunyi. Dia, memang you tak suka kan? Okay, why you don't want to, why you, kenapa you rasa macam teaching profession ni is not really you?
As for me, I do not have any patience to teach anyone.
For me, sir, I do not know how to explain to them how.
Okay,
Yeah,
alright. So different person, you have different reason lah why you don't have patience in teaching, ah. But it's okay, never mind. I just want to ask randomly lah. I want to get your response so that you can always maintain your concentration in this class. Right? So thank you for the response. Okay. So moving to the next. Okay. So ini dia tadi patient. Okay. Why you? Okay. Below are the important skills. Okay, acquired by a teacher before you want. If you want to become a teacher, this is the skills that you need to have. Okay. First, you need to include the good communication lah. Good communication, you should be able to make the students easy to understand. Okay, and then you can simplify the difficult concepts supaya senang untuk faham. Communication lah, and then you want to avoid from misunderstanding. Okay, and then tak ada communication breakdown. Okay, you have clearly explained the concept. Okay, itu communication. Okay, communication ni ada dua lah, dia ada verbal dan juga non-verbal. Alright, communication. Okay, so next is language. Okay, as a teacher, you need to have proficiencies in different languages. It depends on the medium of language that you use lah. For UiTM, okay, one of the important requirements becoming a lecturer, you need to have very good in English. Okay, because the medium of instruction for UiTM is English. Okay, not bahasa Melayu, except for certain subject, dan sebagainya. Alright. Next is selecting. Okay, as a teacher, you should be able to use your skill to choose the best methods, the best materials, the best media, okay, for you to use to teach your students. Alright, selecting, choosing. Itu adalah third step in a show model, selecting. Next is evaluating. As a teacher, you should know what is the methods, what is the best methods to assess your students' performances. You need to know how to calculate marks. You need to have to justify it based on your rationality, how many marks that you want to give to the students. You need to know how to use the rubric to evaluate the students, right? Next is using technical aids. Yes, okay. As a teacher, you should know how to use LCD. You need to know how to use Microsoft PowerPoint to create slides. But it is similar, right? Next is administrating. Sometimes, okay, teachers also need to administrating their students' needs. Okay, so you should really sensitive lah with the students' problem. If you find there's students having problems, so you need to know how to you give advice to the students kan, itu administrating lah. For example, how you want to make sure that your lessons is properly planned. Okay, you have to plan first what which chapter for which week. Benda tu semua administrating. Next is applying, using the theory, the learning theory into teaching. For example, you believe that you know that in your class there are different person with different abilities. Ada yang suka ataupun learning preferences. Ada yang suka note taking, ada yang suka bercakap dalam kelas. How are you going to handle this kind of student? Ada students yang selalu datang lambat masuk kelas. Okay, so how you going to deal this kind of students? Okay, other students yang passive, tak nak cakap. Okay, so how you going to apply the theory so that these people, these students yang passive ini boleh become active learners dan sebagainya. And then as a teacher, okay, the last but not least is good. You need to show, you need to demonstrating a good behavior, a positive aura, vibes, okay, to your students. Okay, because you need to show a good example, okay, of you become a teacher sebagai role model, dan sebagainya. Alright, next. Okay, so here tadi tu, okay, yang ini tadi tu, yang warna-warna merah tadi kan, Derek Rabin tadi tu, ID dia punya explanation. Modern technique, ada tak dekat sini modern technique? Yes, ini this one. Lepas tu apa dia kata? Learning facilities, ada tak dia mention? Learning ada dalam learning facilities Derek Rabin. Lepas tu apa lagi? Media, the word media ada tak? Ada media. Okay, next adalah apa? Ada tak use of media methodology? Tak ada. Okay, tapi inilah ambillah methods and environment ni. Okay, so right. Okay, instructional technology, okay, based on Derek Rabin lah. Okay, comprises these elements lah. First is modern technique. Okay, what is modern technique? Technique modern. Okay, methods and approach in modern teaching based on theory, based on studies, based on research that has been tested, that has been proved effective through innovation, for example, like the use of multimedia in teaching. So modern technique ini is actually based on time. Okay, where there are certain people, they come out. Okay, they have carried out research, and after they have done research, they find out that okay, there are certain theory saying that if you use this technology, it could give positive impact to the students. Okay, so this modern technique ini adalah hasil daripada idea ataupun hasil daripada kerja-kerja penyelidikan. Okay, masa kini, okay, modern, okay, yang telah diubah suai, okay, dah yang for example through innovations. Okay, existing available product, available materials kita ubah ke dia, we add value to the certain product, to the existing product, okay, to the existing teknologi. Okay, so kita ubah suai. Okay, instructional teknologi yang ada, kita add on the value, okay, supaya dia mengikut peredaran zaman, okay, based on the current trend, right, dan sebagainya. So kita buat innovation, okay, maybe the methods yang zaman-zaman dahulu is no longer effective, okay, for modern students. So kita kena buat innovation to add value. The word innovation means apa? To adding value to the existing materials supaya dia match, supaya dia in parallel with the current trend. Alright, itu modern techniques. Okay, next is learning facilities, kemudahan pembelajaran in bahasa Melayu. Includes learning facility includes all facilities that can help in the process of teaching and learning. Okay, yes, contohnya. Okay, as a student, you need to have what? Hostel, student hostels. Okay, if you live in campus, right? Okay, you need to have supporting facilities such as library. Okay, for you to study, kan? School building, classroom, computer lab, semua itu. Teaching media, no textbook, okay? Dan no. Okay, itulah library, sources from environment, live internet, Wi-Fi. Okay, so teaching media. Okay, so ini benda yang you perlukan as a student. Kan? So kalau contohnya if you were allowed to be in the campus, okay, to do ODL, of course, apa you perlukan? What kind of facilities? You perlu ada connection to internet. You perlu ada ni dan itu. Alright? Okay. Next adalah media. Media includes all instruments, all devices that is used, yang digunakan as a channel sebagai medium, sebagai way the messages travels. Okay, channels to deliver teaching messages. Okay, will stimulate students' mind to understand the teaching messages. For examples like textbooks, modules. Okay, apa lagi?